everybody. Randy with Rashley's Border Q. Hopefully you can hear me okay. The fish cooker's kind of loud in the background here. Today we're going to be frying fish, shrimp, hush puppies, and French fries. Just a little seafood supper here, trying out the new fish fryer that I did the video on yesterday. I'll put a link to that assembly and review video. So I hope y'all are hanging around. I'm going to start prepping the fish. I've already washed it, cut it up. Shrimp is already shelled, rinsed. Got a little bit of ice on it, keeping it cool. Let me get back there and get everything ready, and we're going to get started. Hope y'all enjoy it. Okay, we got some drum caught right here off the coast of the Rio Grande Valley and the Laguna Madre from fresh drum. We got some Gulf shrimp here, straight out of the Gulf of Mexico. None of that farm raised or imported stuff for us. We're going to be using, my favorite fish fry is the Louisiana New Orleans style fish fry. It's got a little bit of pepper in it, a little bit of lemon. It's already seasoned. I don't need to add anything to it. I like it just the way it is. So we're just going to get some fish in there. I don't use any dredge or anything, a wash. I just put the cornmeal on it and meal it up and fry it just like that. That's the way we prefer it. So let me do all the fish and then we'll be back. Okay, we ran out of the New Orleans style fish fry, so I have some seasoned crispy fish fry, Louisiana brand also. We're going to give that a try on the shrimp and see how it makes it. So let me get this in here, bread up the shrimp, and we'll be ready to start frying. The fryer's already up to about almost 350, so we'll be ready to go as soon as I get the breading on. Okay, we got the shrimp, got all the cornmeal on it. Fish is mealed up, ready to go. The fryer's dialed in at right under 350. I'm going to turn it up just a hair. We're going to go ahead and get these down and get started. Okay, we got the baskets loaded. These two are loaded with fish. This was loaded with shrimp. The temperature on the grease is 360, so we're pretty close there. We're going to go ahead and get them started. Beautiful. We're going to watch temperature on the oil and see that it doesn't drop too much with the cold food we put in there, but with 8.5 gallons of oil, that's a pretty good heat sink. It's going to help hold the temperature as well. Let's see about how long that takes to get them floating good and golden brown. I'll come back when when the frying starts to taper down, which is an indication there's not as much moisture in the fish and it's just about done. So we'll be back. All right, I don't know if you can see it there, but the fish is floating already. It's done in my book. Yeah, kind of a golden brown. It's already starting to float in the basket. The shrimp has curled around into a C. They say if the shrimp curls into a complete O, it's overcooked, so we're going to stop it right there at a kind of a C shape. That's done. Let me get the last load of shrimp in there, and then we'll do some hush puppies and fries. That fish and that first batch of shrimp, it only took about 3.5 or 4 minutes to cook. It was done. When I put the baskets in, the temperature dropped to about 330. I turned the heat up just a little more and it recovered back to 350. I just dropped them in and it dropped to about 330 again. So it's hanging in there pretty close to 350 all the time. No complaints at all. Man, I love this thing. When the shrimp starts to get pretty close to done, it's going to curl pretty quick. That's in a pretty good C already. Just give it a couple of more minutes. It'll go from a C to an O in just a few minutes. That's floating, still a good C. See, that one's already rolling into an O, so that pan is done. And that pan is done. You can see most of them are kind of C-shaped. A few of them are starting to tighten up. That's going to be good enough. We don't want to overcook it and make it rubbery. So let me get my hush puppies and French fries ready, and we'll put some down and we'll be done. I've just got enough hush puppies for my wife and I think there's 8 of them in there. And we're using some frozen Ore-Ida French fries, steak fries. This was just supposed to be a quick run to test out the fryer. It's already recovered back to 350 on the temperature gauge. Let's dump them in there and see what happens. We'll put these in real slow so they don't spatter too bad since they're frozen. Rock and roll. We'll give the fries about 5 minutes, the hush puppies about 3 minutes, and we'll be done. Just a quick look, let you see. The fries are about half done, the hush puppies are almost done, and you can see the temperature's right there in the green at about 340. It dropped about 10 degrees with the cool food in it, but that's going to be good enough. The fries are starting to float out of the basket, so I think they're just about done too. So let me check everything out, we'll be back. I'm going to go ahead and double fry the French fries. They're just about done, but I'm going to go ahead and put them back in the oil and let them get a crunchy exterior. I found out I've got too much oil in here, so I'm going to set this basket in and drop this basket inside it, so keep it elevated a little bit. The French fries are trying to float out, so after the grease cools, I'm going to drain off about a half gallon or a gallon to keep it down below the top of the baskets. Let's just give it a few seconds there. They're getting a light golden brown color to them. Temperature is now up to about 355. Oh, I love this thing. Awesome. Let me go ahead and dump the hush puppies out. I'm going to call it on the fries. That's good enough. Let them drain. And we're done. Oh, that's good. Scrimps. And there's the tool. Still sitting in the green. Temperature doesn't fluctuate a whole lot. It's climbing a little because there's nothing in there. I'm going to go ahead and shut the gas off. Close the lid and call it a night. We're going to go inside and eat. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and hope you'll click like. If you're not a subscriber, I implore you, please go ahead and subscribe. We'll be doing more of these type videos: barbecue, frying, baking, Dutch oven cooking. We do a little bit of everything here. It's not just one thing. So come on, subscribe, tune in again, come back. I think tomorrow we're going to do a cabbage and tomatillo broth soup. So that's going to be interesting. I've never made it before, so we'll all find out what it's going to be like together. So long from Rashley's Border Q. Y'all have a great evening. God bless.